Hello there, grandchildren. Pop on the video, way back in the past. Just popped in here to say that I love you, thinking about you, and the me now is thinking about the you later. This is kind of like what people did with writing hundreds of years ago, was reaching out. You know, there's a picture in the Sistine Chapel of a figure of a human man reaching out to a god. The hands are almost touching, their fingers are getting close to touching each other. That's what this represents, reaching out from one impassable barrier to the other. Just like we reach out to God, grandfathers and grandmothers reach out to grandchildren through words of encouragement, through recipes, through tools handed down. We reach out all the time. Hope we'll say something someday that will make your thought process a little better, a little easier. This is what we do. We reach out to each other. Don't be afraid to reach out in your life, especially when you're reaching out to God and to understanding, to kindness. Reach out to kindness. Reach out to help. Reach out. It's a good thing. I woke up with that picture in the Sistine Chapel on my mind this morning, and how we all kind of fit in that genre at some point in our lives. It starts to make sense for us. This is why the purpose of these videos, the Pop Talk videos. This is me reaching out to you from an impassable thing. I'm on one side, you're on the other, and we can't hug each other or have audible talk with each other, and yet here we are. I'm on a video many years after I'm gone, and you guys are probably in your 20s or 30s, and you're listening to some words coming from my heart and mind to yours. This is how God is in prayer. When you pray to God, you're reaching out to an impassable thing, a gulf that we can't cross now. For whatever the reason, that gulf is impassable now, but it will be passable in time. But until then, you have prayer, and you can reach out and talk to God anytime, day or night. He's always there for you. You know, when Christ went to that cross, it tore that veil to where no longer do you need a high priest or a Levitical priest to relay a message or a sacrifice for you. You can do this yourself. And your sacrifices today is not little animals or fruits and vegetables that you would bring and burn on an altar. Your sacrifices today is your time. If you think about what those fruits and vegetables and those animals represented, they represented a man's time. Because those animals had to be raised, they had to be tended for. That garden the ground had to be broken, seeds had to be planted. This was a man's time. Your time today is every bit as important as time was back in the old days. And when you give up your time to crack open a study book or to make a prayer or to reach out to God, that's a sacrifice. Just like in the old days, we're still making sacrifices. We just sacrifice our time now, because Jesus was that one for all sacrifice and blood. But now we just sacrifice our time. So think about that a little bit. It's going to be good for your heart and your soul to reach out. Just like you see Pop reaching out from the grave, from this video, you're reaching out across the gulf to God, across Jesus' grave, which is actually a new life. You're reaching out to that place where Jesus is now, where He's now Lord and Savior and God. So think about that a little bit. Hope life's treating you well. Hope you guys are figuring it out, okay? I know all of you are smart and all of you are good kids. And I know all of you will eventually get around to making the right decisions and leading yourselves to the place where God can lead us home. So with that being said, Pop loves you. Hope you have a wonderful day today. And if you're not, know that you have the power within you to make it a wonderful day. Jesus Christ give us all that ability from that cross. So have a good day, my beautiful grandchildren. I will talk at you again. Be good to yourselves and be good to each other.